To a new year, it's a common time for everyone to start setting goals and New Year's resolutions, and there's always this joke about, I probably won't stick to it, I'll see if I can make it through till February maybe. Um, you probably understand what I'm talking about. Excuse me. So it's become a bit of a cliche that you create new goals in the new year, and B, that you won't stick to them anyway. But what if you actually wanted to make systemic change in your life and actually wanted to achieve something extraordinary? I mean, to me, it's all about setting smart goals, which you probably know already: specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time bound, I think is the acronym. So for a start, give yourself objectives that are actually meet that criteria. But also, more importantly, revisit your goals. Don't just set them and say, oh, I've got to read these every day and then I'll just do them. Revisit weekly, revisit monthly, and every quarter, I'd say, just like you would an organization when they're setting their own organizational objectives. Revisit and adapt, because you might say, oh, I want to go. You often start optimistic, say, I'm going to go to the gym, work out for an hour every single day. 3 months in, you probably aren't going to be doing that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't stick to that. So it's about having something you can consistently do, and once you try it out a bit, it's fine to adapt and sort of alter things a little bit, and just tweak and change, and that's how you stick to them. And I've been doing this for consistently for about 3 or 4 years now, I'd say, but I've always had sort of some sort of goal setting method. Like, there's always been something I'm aiming for, but I've only been for about, no, that's a lie, probably about 2.5 years, I've been sitting down, writing down goals, reviewing them quarterly, reading them, and it's made a gigantic impact on my life and my success and my happiness, which is ultimately why we're doing this, surely. Another thing that I've recently came across, which was just the sort of revelation I had, was I find myself, unfortunately, reflecting on what things that I don't like about my life. I think, I really don't like that this happens, or I don't like this about myself, or I find this really frustrating. And what I don't do is, when I'm setting goals, I'm looking at where I want it to be, whereas I'm not looking at how to address my own inadequacies. I suppose verbal communication is another area, is one of these areas that I'd like to improve on. But what I've done recently, and what I found to be effective so far, it's only been a couple of weeks or so, is I wrote down a list of 5 things that I hate about myself. And I understand that probably sounds really bad, and I understand that some people have contacted me and said, "Yo, you okay? Is everything all right?" and things like that, because of things that I posted in the past and things like that. I just want to make it clear, I'm not sitting there pondering on what I hate about myself, but it's for the purpose of addressing these things. So I haven't got it right in front of me right now, to be honest, but one of the things I'd say is excuse me, got a bit of a cold. One of the things I don't like is so my verbal communication, for example. I just gave that, so I'm speaking and I'm trying to think ahead of what I'm trying to say, and I'm always sort of tripping up over my words when I've actually tried to say it. So it's quite frustrating to be like that. I think it's letting down the content that I produce. So rather than think, oh, I want to get X amount of followers, it's like, that's fine, setting a goal like that, it's effective, but if I really want to be adding value to my following, I need to be able to present videos in a clear, effective manner, so that the content I'm producing is of high quality. So I'm still working on that one, but it gives me something to attack more directly. So rather than say, I want to lose a stone, you want to say, I want to feel more confident in myself, because I hate that I have so little confidence, because I feel I have a bad sort of body image. I feel fat. I feel I struggle to walk upstairs and things like that. I hate that about myself. That's why. It's not like setting some abstract goal, I'm going to lose a stone. Well, why do you want to lose a stone? It's about digging deeper. What is it? Where's the pain that will drive you? Because pain is the biggest driver of success at the end of the day. Pain is everything. If you attach the achievement of something to pain, then you're much more likely to achieve it, as opposed to attaching it to pleasure. Because ultimately we will reach a point where we're satisfied with what we're doing. So your target becomes less and less excuse me, less and less motivating as time goes on, and you lose willpower. Whereas if you focus on the obstacle, the pain that you're trying to reduce or overcome, or the flaw in your personality or in yourself, it's much more powerful, is what I'm trying to say. So that's what I've done. I've sort of changed the game a little bit, and it's working for me a bit more so far. I would say it's more emotive. It's making me think more about what I can do. It's keeping me more committed to my goals. It's basing them around where would I like to be, what's holding me back, what do I hate about myself, what am I trying to change about myself, my situation, where's the pain coming from, and attacking those elements. So yeah, because otherwise, if not, then you're going into 2020 with carrying this baggage that you're not acknowledging. I think that's the worst of it. You're looking ahead at what can I do to make the situation better, but you're not actually shaking off the kind of baggage that you're carrying that's stopping you from progressing. I hate speaking metaphors, but you see what I mean. Instead of saying, like I say, instead of saying I want to build this following, well, why? What does that address for me? And what's stopping me from getting there? And the thing that's stopping me from getting there is flaws in my character. But that's like one thing, and then you can set out, say, 3 to 5 things, 3 things that are holding you back, 3 things that you hate about yourself, your situation, 3 ways you're going to deal with it, and just keep it simple, keep it smart, revisit constantly, remind yourself of them every single day, build that into your morning routine before you leave to get to work, before you go and do whatever you got to do in the morning, and best of luck in the new year, and follow me if you want to know more, and you'll see my journey of getting better at speaking to the camera. So look forward to that. Thanks for listening. See you soon.